to the XUCPA channel. Most people hate filing taxes when it comes to the tax time. Even gathering information can sometimes be challenging. When the deadline approaches, many wonder, should they file an extension? Is it a bad thing to file an extension? Is it a crime to file an extension? Does it mean that you fail your life if you have to file an extension? Does it cost you extra penalties? Stay tuned and I will give you the real answer. The real answer is filing an extension can give you more time to prepare your tax return accurately. Sometimes filing an extension could also mean more deductions in the event that you are saving up to fund certain retirement accounts like the SEP, especially if you are self-employed. Filing an extension is a strategy. Let me explain why. If you are an S corporation, filing an extension for your S corp allows you to make sure you have sufficient time to capture all your deductions and avoid giving free money away. On March 1st, 2023, literally like just a few days ago, the IRS reminds taxpayers of their tax obligations to report income from the gig economy, the service industry, transactions from digital assets like cryptocurrencies, foreign sources, or holding certain foreign assets. Let me just say this to you. If IRS is reminding you to report all your income, it is even more important for you to claim all the deductions or credits you have. Your 1040 or personal tax position remains open as long as your business tax return has not been finalized. That's why it is very common for most CPAs to finalize a client's business tax return together with the client's personal tax return and not rush to file each of them independently. Some taxpayers perceive filing extension as negative action and they rush to meet the deadline. Oftentimes, that is not wise, especially under the circumstances that a new tax law change has just been introduced. In reality, there is no need to rush since filing extension really does not cause any extra penalties. On February 22nd, 2023, the IRS newsroom reminds taxpayers to wait to file until you receive all your proper tax documents or you risk making a mistake that could cause delays if you have a refund. Example, if you sell stocks during the year and receive investment income, it is wise to wait a little bit until you have your complete 1099-B or 1099 brokerage statements. Sometimes you may have received your brokerage statements and 2 months later, they tell you that you will receive another corrected statements because they made mistake initially. So this is really common with investment companies. So if you rush to file, you may end up having to amend your tax return, which may potentially increase the IRS audit risk. The IRS further emphasized that taxpayers should also review their documents carefully. If any of the information is inaccurate or missing, taxpayers should contact the payer, for example, your employer, your investment firm, your customer who issue you 1099 right away for correction. The next topic is completeness. It is not uncommon that taxpayer forgot to report certain income. Example, someone called our office yesterday. He has 3 W-2s, but he forgot to report the 3rd W-2. So to avoid this mistake, one should consider logging into the IRS website to obtain an account transcript, payment records, tax records, and more. Your income and wage transcript provided by the IRS will give you the details of all your earnings to validate against your tax return prepared. The problem is, it is pointless for you to retrieve this transcript right now until sometime in June, July, or even August, because until then, your transcript published by the IRS may not be complete, which is another reason why an extension is not a bad idea if your goal is to submit the most accurate tax return from the get-go so that you stay out of trouble with the IRS. Now, to sum up, if you rush to file your business and personal tax return, the following may happen. Number 1, you may lose your deductions. Number 2, you may overpay in taxes. Number 3, you may increase IRS audit risk. So what is the best approach? Pay April 15th. File October 15th. Well, I'm not saying that you have to wait all the way until October 15th as long as you are confident that all your information is accurate, complete on your tax return, it is obviously better to file earlier than later. Now, the warning is this: just because you file an extension, it does not mean that IRS is giving you extra time to pay. Taxpayers should know that extension to file is not an extension to pay. So this is the topic about extension. Obviously, if you have trouble, if you have opinion, you have comment, you're welcome to share with us, give us feedback. We would love to hear from you. Until then, I will talk to you again. See you next time. Goodbye.